Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studios. I am working on the guts, the ephemera, the pages for this journal. I made the covers and I put up a video of the different covers that I collaged and Mod Podged. And I have put together 4 signatures for this journal. And I've started to decorate the pages and stuff, which I'll do a flip through when I'm finished with it. But I'm to the point now where I need to make a couple of, belly bands, flip ups, and some ephemera. So I had this idea. Let me move this out of the way. I was cutting tags and doing all kinds of stuff. This is all going to be yellow. But I had this idea. These are going to end up being tags. I had paper and I covered them, and I will create tags out of those. But this was my idea. I had this printout from a digital by Liana Scraps, and what I did was I thought I had more. Her digital, these were bigger. They were journal cards, but they had like the antiquing around them and stuff, and I didn't really want that, so I cropped that off and resized them, and I'm hoping that they will go on. Let me see. I'm unprepared for class. I'm hoping that they will go on the back of index cards. But where did I put my index cards? I couldn't find the open ones, so I've got some here. I buy these when they go on sale, like, when they're 25 cents a pack or something. So let me show you what my idea was. I'm just going to use a pair of scissors first. Kind of like this one here. I wanted to see if I could watercolor the index card and keep this side for journaling, but put this on the back on the watercolor, and I think it's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this out first to see if it'll fit before I watercolor all those cards. Oh, that'll be pretty. Okay, I think that'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these out, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got all these cut out, and I've got out my watercolors, and we've got our index cards, and we've got a couple of paint brushes, and I've got some water here. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way so I don't get them wet, because I did print them on an inkjet printer, and the ink will run, so I don't want them anywhere near the water right at this moment. But we're going to go ahead and do some of these, and I figured I'll do all of those because I can put them in my ephemera with my other ephemera if I don't use them for this journal. Okay, I think I want to add a little color to the back of this. But I don't, obviously I don't want it to be dark, and I'd like to keep it maybe light yellow. So I'm just gonna add a little light yellow, very, very light, almost a dry brush actually. There we go. Then I'm gonna finish drying it, and then we'll do a few more. Okay, so I've got 4 signatures in my yellow journal. So I think I want to do 4 for the journal. So I'll do 1 more for the journal, and then I'll do a few more. Let's see. Well, I'm trying to get the idea of colors. So we need some pale blue and maybe some purple, pinkish. We'll see. Okay, so I kind of made a mess when I did that, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint them. And let's see if we can get maybe a pale blue here. Almost need like a turquoise in there, so a little bit of like a turquoise, make it more of a sky color. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put these watercolors away. So I got to remember Indian yellow goes with the opaques. That's what I want. I think Indian yellow goes with the opaques. Yes, so that's an opaque. And yellow ochre goes with the opaque. So these go in here. And that way I know then that these go in here. Okay, so let me move my watercolors aside. Let's bring all our cards back. We want to put them on this side. What I want is, let's see, so if I'm looking at this, I want to turn it. Okay, so I'm going to make, I just want them all to go in the same direction. So that would be like this, that would be like this, this, and like this. I want to just see if we're in camera. Yep, you can see all of them. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take my pictures and find out which ones I like on which cards. I kind of like that there. Oh, looks there good there too, but we'll just see what we got. I like that one. What I'm really looking for are ones that are kind of the yellowish too. Oh, that's kind of pretty, but kind of thought this would be like the blue. I like that one. This one would be pretty on there, huh? So it's got the green and the red, but so would this one. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do that one. And then we need one that's got a purple in it. Okay, and maybe that one, and we need one for this one. Oh, I think I like, oh, that looks good too. I think I like that one. So that's how we're gonna do them, I think. She changes her mind. Oh, I like both of these on this card. But so is that one. No, not that one. This one would be good on purple, huh? Oh, I think we need to leave that one, but I'm really struggling with this, whether I like that one or that one. And this is really funny because when I watch other people do this and can't make a decision, I know right away which one I prefer. And honest, this is no lie, they always pick the other one. So I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm going to leave that like that. Okay. So I will make more of these later, but I wanted to show you the process. Okay. The other thing is when I make journaling cards, I like them with rounded edges, just because they slide in all the pockets easier if they're rounded. So I'm going to take these two so that I don't lose track of which ones I did which with which. Well, I guess I can do them separate. And I'm going to do a 1/4 inch round here. Just round them up. Okay, and I'm going to also round this. And look how much nicer that looks. And they'll slide into their, like these will, you know, they'll slide into their pockets better if they're rounded. There's one. And we have to pick 4 of these to go in this yellow journal. And I think I know which 4 I want to use. It'd be nice to have a few of these in my ephemera box as well. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but you can always iron your paper. As long as you put a towel over it or something, you can iron paper and it'll go flat. I iron my coffee dyed paper all the time. Okay. But in this instance, I think once we glue these, they'll be flat enough for my purposes. Okay. Very pretty. Look at that. I think I may use those for the yellow journal for the 4 sheets. But let's finish these as well. This idea that I might have flipped this the other way, but no, I got it right. Nope, they're right. Just love these. How easy too, just using index cards and some watercolors. Those watercolors are Grumbacher, and I don't know enough about watercolors to know like what grade they are, but years ago, I can't even think of how many, I used to watch Tracy Weinzapfel on Monday nights, and those were the watercolors that she used for her paintings. And so I got one set first and then I got another set. But at that time she sold those in her shop. So they weren't really high priced. Oh, I need to get a cup of coffee here. They weren't high priced and they have suited me fine. I do have some Daniel Smith watercolors, but I don't use them for something like this. Okay, so now we want to glue. And I'm going to grab an old library card, and I'm going to use, you could use your glue stick, I guess, but I'm going to go ahead and use this tacky glue. And I'll use that card and try to get it all the way to the edge. Oh my gosh, I just love this. Okay, let's do another one. Ooh, I did not round this corner. Did y'all see that? You saw it and you were thinking, why didn't she round those corners? Okay, before I put this away, let me make sure I did the others. I did. Okay. my gosh, how pretty is that? Yeah, I'll tell you, once you glue them down, they kind of flatten right out. So I don't know that you would really need to iron them. But look how pretty. Okay. I just don't want the front of these to stick to this glue page. Oh, this is a pretty card. I've bought quite a few digitals from Liana Scrap. I like her style, and to be honest with you, I've ordered a couple digitals from other people, and there were errors when they were creating the digital. There were errors in it, and I'm a little too picky for that. So I haven't found anything yet with hers that have caused me heart palpitations. Okay. But I made a couple of journals for my nieces for their new babies, and I used her digitals for those. She has some cute fairy, mermaid, very cute ones. I'm really liking these a lot. And then there's journaling space. I think I'm going to have to get more of this tacky glue. I use a couple of different glues. I don't know what you guys all use, but I use a glue stick. And when I use a glue stick, it's the Oohoo, like this here, the magic blue. I can reposition it, but it's pretty good. I use a lot of it, so usually I don't have problems with anything sticking. I also use art glitter glue, and I got that, the idea for that from Gail Augustinelli, because I used to watch a lot of her videos. I think she's a wonderful journal maker, and so I watch her regularly because she has some good ideas, and I like that she doesn't edit her videos, so it's kind of fun to watch her sometimes. But anyways, I have a lot of respect for her. I think she's a great journaler. And that's where I got using the art glitter glue. And then as I watched more and more videos, I saw that more and more people use that glue. It's a very sturdy glue. But when I'm gluing fabric to fabric or fabric to paper, I use Fabri-Tac. And then I don't know enough about glues, but then I hear people talk about PVA glue, this glue, that glue. I don't know what any of that is. I have no idea. So anyways, Tsunami Rose, she always uses tacky glue. She again is also a marvelous journaler, crafter. She sews, she designs, and she swears by tacky glue. And I mean, really, do I need more of a recommendation than that? So I bought it, and I have been severely happy with it. So it's the last one of this set here. Then we're gonna edge them, because I do distress most of my ephemera, either in a color or in a light antique. Okay, I love it. I love it. So I think what I decided was I was going to use the ones that are more green and yellow. Maybe this one because I really just love this one. Here's our book. And I've got the different signatures. Let me lay them out here so you can see them. So these are the kind of the different signatures. So I'm going to use that one, that one, that one, and oh, maybe not that one. I like these three, and then I have to pick one more to use in here, and I just love this, but maybe this would be a better one. Okay, I will use those for this journal. Okay, so we need to edge them, and what I did is I went through this whole journal and I edged all the pages. I distressed all the edges with the Wild Honey Distress ink, but a lot of other things I distressed in, well, I did Wild Honey there as well, but a lot of others I just used the Vintage Photo. So with these, because they're different colors, I don't know that I want yellow around a blue page. So I'm going to go ahead and use Vintage Photo on these. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Just kind of edges them a little bit. Defines the edge. And then I am going to go ahead and sew around the graphic. That's what I thought, but now I'm thinking I don't want to. I think that glue is going to hold good enough. I'm not going to sew these. I think that I will leave them, but I think the other ones that I do, because now I realize I don't want to sew, maybe I would distress around this as well before I glued them onto the cards, but I think this will be fine. I'll show you another way you can distress too that doesn't like ruin. If you've already glued something on, I'll show you a little trick, and you say, oh, I wish I had distressed that. Okay, then what I do is I'll look for a piece of scrap. Here's a scrap, okay, and I'll hold it here on an edge, and you can use a bigger piece if you want, okay, and then I will just go around the edge, and it just goes around the edge, and I don't do the whole thing because you don't want it to be too dark or anything, but if you feel like, gee, I wish I had distressed the edge, you can do this and go onto the paper and then onto your card. And it gives it a little distressed edge. So I like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. The other thing is, if you're careful, you can usually distress an edge like this. I get nervous because the corner's so tight. I like it. See, with the little distressing on the edges really makes it stand out. This one would have really stood out if I had distressed it before I put it on here, because these blues really, though very pretty, they kind of blend together here. I think I want to just touch this one like this. Yeah. Kind of grunges it a little bit, but defines the edge, which I like. Yep, see it? Like. Maybe I'll do it this way. Doesn't come out as good that way. Okay, so those are our cards. That was my idea I wanted to share with you while I tried it to see how it came out, and I think it came out really well. So I've got one for each one of my signatures. And then I have these, I have to finish the edges, excuse me, and the rest I can make after I shut off the video. I'll go ahead and create these. I'm excited. They're very pretty. Well, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate when you like and subscribe. And I will, as I do ephemera for this yellow journal, I will come on and try to show you, I don't really call them tutorials because I'm still learning, but I'll show you my ideas and share them with you. And then at the end, when I'm finished with it, I'll go ahead and do a flip through of the journal. But this is the journal we're doing, and these are the cards that are going to go in it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.